I'm Coach Baca with Performance Course, here to talk to you today about the importance of core strength and stability, what we call here at Performance Course the power zone. A lot of times coaches and different people have misconceptions of what the core is and what it means to train the core, and a lot of times you think of, okay, athletes are trying to get a six-pack or an eight-pack or trying to look good with the beach body. Now that is a good benefit of it for a very looks aspect, but one of the things that is commonly overlooked with the core is that core, and what we call here at the Performance Course's power zone, is the key to athletic balance and stability. I think one of the main things important to realize is that it's the ability to keep an athlete's spine stiff and rigid, and that derives from having a strong core or power zone. And kind of the last couple things why it's so important is it's twofold. Number one, like we talked about, it's the precursor to any movement in the weight room. So before you're able to do those core movements in the weight room, you got to have that foundation and that base, which comes from the power zone. Number two, you're going to have your athletic balance on whatever field or court that you are playing on. Here's a couple of the exercises that we do here at Performance Course. Number one I'm going to talk to you about is Russian V-cuts. First of all, if you've ever heard of Russian twists, side to side, it's kind of the same movement. You're going to be the same with your body. You're on the ground, feet are going to be up. You're going to call the athlete to drive the plate over diagonally to the side of his body. You're obviously going to go right and left. I'll just show you the right side. You want to make sure his back is stiff and rigid and that core is tight and engaged. You don't want them to slump right here. You want to make that tight so that core stays tight the whole time. Have a command. When you say up, they hold that plate out over their body. You say down, they tap, and they're right back to it. Down, right back to it. Usually we go for about 10 reps, both sides. Another exercise that we have, okay, would be plate rainbows. And you're going to stay in an athletic position, okay, what we call the universal athletic position, which would be universal to any sport that you play. You're going to have that plate on the right side or the left side, whichever one you see fit. Over and back is a movement. You're going to drive the plate over as you keep your, again, spine stiff and rigid, core tight and engaged, over and back, and that performance is going to be moved very, very fast and explosive on the whistle, or somebody has a go command. Ready, go, drive, and drive back, over and back. Make sure the spine is stiff and rigid. That's all the time we got for today. Thanks for listening. I hope you learned something, and we'll see you at Performance Course.